Hello guys, our topic is all about affinity loss for centrifugal pumps. So what are centrifugal pumps? Centrifugal pumps are one of the most widely used types of pumps in industrial, municipal, and domestic settings. They operate by converting mechanical energy from a motor into kinetic energy in the fluid through an impeller. This energy is then transformed into pressure energy which allows the fluid to flow through pipes and systems. So sa madaling salita, yung centrifugal pumps daw is one of the most common types of pump used today. So makikita natin sila sa iba't ibang settings tulad ng mga factories, sa water systems ng mga syudad, and even sa bahay natin. So ang main job ng centrifugal pump ay maglipad ng liquid from one place to another. Para magawa 'to, gumagamit ito ng motor na nagpapaikot sa tinatawag nating impeller. Yung impeller ay parang propeller o blade sa loob ng pump. So once na umikot yung impeller, napapagalaw niya yung liquid. Para una, nagiging kinetic energy yung galaw ng tubig. Then habang umiikot palalo, naiipon yung pressure. Kaya yung liquid natutulak palabas at dumadaloy sa pipes. So, yung mga key points na to remember are yung simple lang yung design ng centrifugal pump. Kaya kaunti lang ang moving parts kaya madali ayusin at i-maintain. At yung pangalawa, ginagamit siya sa maraming applications tulad ng water supply, air conditioning systems or HVAC, irrigation sa farms at chemical processes sa mga planta. At yung pangatlo naman, kung paano gumagana is gumagana siya sa paraan na papasok yung liquid sa center, paiikutin ng impeller, tapos lalabas na ito sa mas mataas na pressure kaya umaagos na siya palabas. So, dito na tayo sa affinity loss. So, ano nga ba yung tinatawag na affinity loss? So, affinity laws are mathematical formulas that describe how the key performance variables of a centrifugal pump, flow rate, head, and power change in relation to changes in the rotational speed of the pump or the impeller diameter. So, yung affinity loss ay yung math formula na ginagamit para malaman natin kung paano nagbabago yung performance ng centrifugal pump kapag binago ang speed ng motor o ang size ng impeller. So may tatlong importanteng bagay na naapektuhan. Ang yung una is yung flow rate or yung gaano karaming fluid ang napapump. Yung pangalawa naman ay yung head o gaano kataas o kalayo kayang itulak ng fluid. At yung pangatlo naman ay yung power o gaano kalakas ng kuryente o energy na kailangan. At may dalawang factors na pwedeng baguhin. Yun yung speed o ikot ng motor at yung diameter o sukat ng impeller. Kapag binilisan natin ang motor o lumaki yung impeller, tumataas yung flow, head at power. Pero hindi ito one-to-one. Halimbawa, maliit lang na dagdag sa speed pwede nang magdulot ng malaking increase sa power usage. Kaya mahalagang maunawaan kung paano nagre-react ang pump sa mga pagbabagong ito. So, bakit nga ba mahalaga ang affinity loss? So, may tatlong dahilan. Yung una, nakakatulong ito sa pag-estimate ng behavior ng pump kapag binago yung setup. Yung pangalawa naman, hindi na kailangang subukan physically lahat ng combinations. At yung pangatlo naman ay mas madaling ayusin ang system at makakatipid sa energy kapag alam natin kung paano ang epekto ng speed o size change. So, dito naman na tayo sa pangatlo, yun yung formula ng affinity loss. May tatlo dito na nagpapakita kung paano nagbabago ang performance ng centrifugal pump kapag binago natin ang speed ng motor o laki ng impeller. Yung una ay yung flow rate or directly proportional to speed and diameter. Ito naman yung kapag tumaas na yung speed o laki ng impeller, tataas din yung flow rate. Ibig sabihin Ibig sabihin kung dadagdagan mo ang speed or diameter ng pump ng 10%, same percentage din ang increase sa flow rate. Diretso lang ang relationship nila. Yung pangalawa naman, head is proportional to the square of speed and diameter. Ito yung pressure or height na kayang itulak ang pump. Dito, squared na ang relationship. Ibig sabihin kung double ang speed, 4 times ang increase sa head. So, mas malakas yung pressure kung mas mabilis ang ikot o mas malakas or kung mas malaki ang impeller. Yung pangatlo naman ay yung power is proportional to the cube of speed and diameter. So, dito naman yung tinatawag natin na yung energy na kailangan para mapaandar yung pump. Cubic na 'to, ibig sabihin konting dagdag lang sa speed or size, sobrang laki agad ng increase sa energy consumption. Halimbawa, kung doble ang speed, magiging 8 times ang power required.
Hello guys, good day. Ito yung isa sa mga example natin. So, the pump speed is changed when the impeller size is constant. The initial flow is 100 GPM, the initial head is 1,000 feet, and the initial power is 5 bhp. The initial speed is 1,750 RPM, and the final speed is 3,500 RPM. So, ang yung required na kukunin natin is una yung final flow capacity. Tapos yung sunod naman final head. Tapos yung the last na kukunin natin is yung final power consumption. So uunahin natin yung yung final flow. So ito yung working formula natin, which is Q2 is equals to Q1 multiplied by N2 divided N1. So, isa-substitute natin yung value. We have 100 GPM time multiply with 3,500 divided 1,700 RPM. So nakuha nating sagot is 200 GPM. So automatically is cancel out yung RPM, kaya yung unit natin is naging GPM. And next is final head. So next natin kukunin is yung final head. So ito yung working formula natin. H2 is equals to H1 multiplied by N2 divided N1 raised to 2. So, ayun, isa-substitute ulit natin yung value, and then we have sa H1 is 100 feet, sa N2 is 3,500 RPM, N1 is 1,750 RPM. So, cancel out yung RPM ulit. Ang may iwan nating unit is feet, kaya we have 400 feet. The final power consumption naman yung kukunin natin. So, we have here the working formula, which is P2 is equals to P1 multiplied by N2 divided N1 raised to 3. So, sa-substitute natin yung value ni P1 is 5 bhp. Yung value ni N2 ulit is 3,500 RPM, and also si N1 ulit is 1,750 RPM. So, ang nakuha nating sagot is 40 bhp. So, as we gaya ng ginagawa natin, kina-cancel out natin yung RPM. Kaya yung naiwang unit is bhp na lang. Yan lang. Thank you.
So our next problem, a centrifugal pump is used in an industrial plant to circulate cooling water. At its current operating speed of 1,800 revolution per minute, it delivers a flow rate of 100 gallons per minute, generates a head of 50 feet, and consumes 5 horsepower. Due to an increase in system demand, the engineers decide to increase the pump speed to 2,400 revolution per minute using a variable frequency drive. Using the pump affinity laws, calculate the following new performance parameters of the pump at 2,400 RPM. So, ito yung hinahanap natin, the new flow rate, new head, and the new power. This is the given data. And ito yung mga formulas na gagamitin natin. By using the formula, we can find the new flow rate, no? So here is it. By cross multiplication and dividing, we can find this new flow rate. So by plugging in the value, the initial flow rate multiplied by the initial speed, the secondary speed over the initial speed. So plugging in the value 100, yan, 24 divided by 1/8 is equal to 4/3, which is equivalent of, is it real? Yes, 133.32 GPM. Next one is the new head. Same with the first, no? But naka-raise to 2 na si speed, no? With this, plugging in the value, the first head or the initial head is 50 multiplied by the, raised to 2. And then, it will be 88.89 feet. Then the last one is the new power. Same lang din yan, naka-raise to 3 pero si speed. Raise to 3 to. 5 times 24 divided by 1, 8. Same lang din. With our horsepower, 5. The equal value is 11.85 horsepower. This is the new head, the new power, new head, and then the new flow rate. By explanation, when increasing the speed of centrifugal pump, the flow rate increases linearly. The head also increases quadratically, and the power consumption increases cubically. So this means even a small increases in RPM can significantly increase the power demand. So this the engineers use these laws to predict how a pump will perform at different speeds or with different impeller sizes. Important note that these laws are valid only for centrifugal pumps operating in the same system conditions and assuming no efficiency loss. That's all.
Here is the third example. A centrifugal pump designed for a 1,800 RPM operation and head of 60 meter has a capacity of 11.36 cubic meter per minute with a power input of 132 kilowatts. What effect will a speed reduction to 1,200 RPM have on the revised flow rate, head, and power input of the pump? Here is the given data, and ang hahanapin natin is yung final flow rate, and then final head, and final power input. And ito din yung formula ng flow rate, head, and power input. Next is yung solution ng flow rate. And ito yung solution ng flow rate. Flow rate Q sub 2 is equal to Q sub 1 times N sub 2 divided by N sub 1. And isa-substitute lang natin yung mga value ng mga ito. So, Q sub 2 is equal to 11.36 cubic meter per minute times 1,200 RPM divided by 1,800 RPM. And ito yung final answer ng Q sub 2. which is 7.57 cubic meter per minute. And sa um, solution naman ng new head is h sub 2 is equal to h sub 1 times h a n sub 2 squared divided by n sub 1 squared. And substitute ulit, no? H sub 2 is equal to 60 meter times 1,200 RPM squared divided by 1,800 RPM squared. The final answer of new head is 26.67 meter. And for the new power input, the solution is BHP sub 2 is equal to BHP sub 1 times N sub 2 raised to 3 divided by N sub 1 raised to 3. And substitute ulit. BHP sub 2 is equal to 100 132 kilowatts times 1,200 RPM raised to 3 divided by 1,800 RPM raised to 3. And this is the final answer of 4 new power input, which is 39.11 kilowatts. And ayan lamang po.